Just woke up a little while ago to a little bit of a test of my political awareness. I got a call from a polling company, TPC Research, I believe. And it started out pretty straightforward. Do you approve of the job that Trump's been doing? Do you feel that he's helping us, the country, be safer? Do you agree with the wall? Straightforward stuff. But the last third or so, it was like, wait, now you guys are combining these contradictory ideas. It's kind of hard to answer, agree or disagree. So they said, do you feel that we need to have tax cuts for the middle class? Of course. And tax cuts for corporations so that they can create more jobs. What? No, of course not. Hold on a second. How do you combine those two? Do you believe that average Americans, I don't know, middle class is average, that's another video, deserve tax cuts? And do you love trickle-down economics? Of course I don't. So that was like first red flag. Sounds like there's some conservative trickery, snake shit going on here. So there was a few more. So they went on to say, do you feel that Democrats should stand on principle and continue to obstruct? Or do you feel that they should find issues that they can work with Trump on? Wait a minute, hold on. Like, you got to unpack this here. Should they obstruct? Yeah. Are they obstructing, I don't know, Muslim bans, senseless crackdowns on nonviolent drug crimes? Are they obstructing a half-baked ass healthcare plan that's going to kick tens of millions off of their coverage? Then yeah, they should obstruct. But they want to paint it as though they're obstructing. That's a bad thing. We know the context, though. Republicans were the party of obstruction for the past 8 years. Mitch McConnell said, our number one goal is to make Barack Obama a one-term president. Our goal is to block everything Obama and Democrats want to do. So, can we understand that before you ask me about obstruction and as though it's just this bad thing that the Democrats are doing? So, I don't know, it's interesting, and it just feels like they're trying to steer people into supporting things that they may not really support if they were really able to break it down for a second. Like, because like now, and so I'm thinking now, like, well, how are they going to present this data? Are they going to say, well, we polled and 48% of black Democratic voters in Ohio said they support corporate tax cuts? Well, yeah, they did, but they were probably more so saying they support tax cuts for the middle class. I wish I could remember. It was at least a couple more that where they did that sort of contradictory combining of issues. But I don't know. And it's hard because, and this isn't about like Democrats. Like, I didn't even want to say I'm a Democrat, I guess. I'm glad they actually gave me a choice and I said progressive. But one of the questions that was interesting, they're like, well, who do you trust more? Trump, congressional Democrats, or the media? And it's like, wow. Well, it's damn sure not Trump, but I really had to pause for a minute, like, and eventually I said media, because I'm like, well, I know what the media is a business, and it's clear that they're supported by other business, and that's where their interests lie. But it's like, well, the Democrats and Republicans are also closely tied to big business, because that's who funds their campaigns. So it was like, so this isn't about, don't trust Republicans, trust them. No, I don't trust the Democrats either. But I guess what I'm really saying is I will never be that person who's like, there's no hope. See, everything, the system is stacked against us, so we just can't win. Yes, it is stacked against us. But that doesn't mean give up. That doesn't mean let these corporatist Democrats and Republicans just have their way. That means stay woke, pay attention to what they're doing. You know, this is just an example of how they try to word things to try to get your support when, if you're not paying that close attention and aware of all the context, then, you know, you're going to be manipulated. So, you know, I'm never the guy that's like, man, it's not my country. See, like, they're always conspiring against us. Like, yeah, a lot of them, they're very much self-serving corporatist politicians in both parties. But that doesn't mean just let them get away with it. It means stay aware, pay attention, vote on principle, vote for third-party candidates. If you feel that you have the ambition and the skills to jump in that arena, then you run for office and take the jobs of these people that are out here serving first and foremost their millionaire, billionaire, corporate donors. You know, I've been inspired lately to be re-engaged. I think Yvette Carnell, I've been watching her a lot lately because I've been trying to get back into reading on black politics, and I stumbled on her and just this idea of like, look, yeah, I understand why black people and Americans in general are disillusioned and discouraged and frustrated with American politics, and so they feel like sometimes they just feel like, well, there's nothing we can do. But it's like, no, there is. Be aware, pay attention, like, to the details and the complexities of what's happening here, and you know, don't let them get away with it, you know. And then when it comes to black people, I get it. Like, when you look at history and it's like, yeah, we've never really had a lot of support in this country, so this is not my country, you know, I can just make it on my own. I'm not even going to try to, you know, rely on the government for anything. It's like, look, our ancestors fought, died, literally slaved for this country. So no, I'm not about to just give it up. Like, this country owes us something. This country owes all of it. This country is supposed to be for us people, you know. So this stuff is frustrating, but I don't know. It's just a reminder also to stay aware, you know, rather than disengaging. Engage. Stay woke.